or so ago and made it as quick as I could to see if I could help with my healing energy in some way. And I've been able to help some of the injured here and offer my assistance. And on the way, I met Kensa, and she's an excellent traveling companion. And together we thought we would come here and see what other assistance we can give Greenest.
Well, Greenhill looks at you and says, "Well, we appreciate you coming here and lending aid to few of the more serious that were wounded during our attack some week ago. But we are currently okay. We have a new militia that Escobert is, and also Droal. They have been training our new militia, so we are fine in that regards. Where did you say you were from again?"
Well, I originally hail from Baldar's Gate.
Oh,
but,
Baldur's Gate, nice.
Yeah, I'm a human, but my parents were elves, so they kind of adopted me. They're kind of high elves. So I've taken their title and nobility, and I thought I would travel the continent to see if there's something I can do to help. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about helping.
Well, maybe our the heroes here. They've just recently. I'm sure you've already heard. Plus, it was there was a ceremony held last night that they have 3 fallen companions in a very bad situation that happened just southeast of here, and maybe they could possibly use a couple more companions.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard all about that, the terrible, terrible deaths. It's, I've been there before whenever you lose one or everyone in your party. I've been there. I know how absolutely horrible it can be. But I can definitely help if needed. And Kensa, why don't you go ahead and talk about the assistance that you can bring this fine town?
I am on a trial from my tribe to prove myself to earn a place in my tribe or be exiled, and I believe that this will be my trial.
Oh! Wow.
I can relate to that, Kenza.
So yeah, basically we've moved 2 players from Thursday to Friday because of the Friday game is gone. The Thursday game is gone.
I do not speak of it often, however, my reason for being this far south of my home is not by chance. I am seeking someone who has stolen a very important item from me, and if I do not return it, my family will not take my return kindly.
Do you happen to think that it is the monk, as you were staring at him rather intensely?
No, he definitely does not fit.
I'm so sorry. That was awesome. Good job, Dex.
Shots.
I love it.
No, he just reminded me oddly of this dragonkin I knew.
Where are these dragonkin? Are these your fallen friends we've heard of?
Indeed, we were traveling with 2 dragonkin of different houses and a dwarf.
I'm so giving you inspiration on that, Dex.
No.
Yeah, so you're having a point of inspiration. I'm gonna write that down, and when we get you guys all up and ready for next week, you'll have a point of inspiration. That was awesome.
I second that.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. That was awesome. That was great. I love it.
I have no idea what to say to that.
So basically, everybody, I've moved 3 decks rogue and worm
food
food from Thursday to Friday.
Dragonkin. You guys were talking about some Dragonkin.
Yeah.
I've moved Cyborg to Sunday,
and family
every other
quests
Sunday.
and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm. My regards to your fallen friends.
I'll drink to that.
Well, I would drink, but it's a little early in the morning to be chugging elven wine, so I like to maybe I only like to drink a little bit, maybe only on special occasions. But hey, I'll chug an orange juice.
Some juice for you, good sir.
That's right.
I'll
absolutely.
have mimosa.
A juice.
Well,
A juice box.
Juice box. I need a Capri Sun. If I can get that and straw in there, I'd be good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to give a physical description if that's like any interest to anyone.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm interested.
Go for it.
Oh, yep, sure.
And if you want to
Okay,
roll
but-
for me, I can take the pain. My last character was a 7 comeliness, so really
yeah.
less of a chance for. I mean, I can't
You're
get
a
lower than a
human?
5. I am a human, but I was raised by elves, and I think I'm an elf. So there you go.
But yeah, while she's rolling hotness for Tiberius, I'm gonna go. Kensa has dark brown hair, fairly palish skin due to the climates of the nearby area. She is completely covered in random bits of like animal fur or bits of bone or trinkets from her kills.
Whoa.
And she's covered in what appears to be like tribal paint, but
I
it's
like it.
somewhat faded over time.
I like it.
Kind of like a henna tattoo tribal paint fade.
Yeah, sort of. It if you compare it to that, yeah, it's pretty much like that.
That is awesome.
But you think it was done with a Sharpie? I thought.
Yes, my tribe has invented the Sharpie.
So it's painted, not permanent.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
I have some
Oh
good news.
snap!
Oh boy.
Now I'm hot, just like in real life. Oh, I'm sorry. That's that whole imagination thing kicking
Yeah,
off
I also
again.
forgot her race. Her race is she is a wood elf, and she is a druid, which explains like all the animal bits like hanging off her and stuff.
Right on.
And I'm a cleric. If you didn't guess it, I'm a life cleric. So
Oh.
I'm just here to help. I don't like fighting so much, but I sincerely love helping my fellow man and other creature out.
Why don't let's get the comeliness for Dex, or as you guys call it, the hotness rolls. I like to call it comeliness, but let's see.
I'm dreading this.
Worm food, Kadojo, and basically all of the guys. You guys can, and Zelos. All 4 of you guys can go ahead and give me a roll, and then we'll take
I'm
that and
dreading
average it.
Oh snap!
Too good. Not too good.
No, it's actually not bad at all.
What does that
Let's
average
just
out to?
stop there.
I gotta say, I think I know where the 17 came up.
You're like an 11.
Oh, that's alright.
No, you came out with basically it's 11.25, so round down 11. 11, not bad. I think
Raise that 2 or 3 points if we work on your wardrobe.
That's right. unless you like that. I mean,
Yeah,
here's the thing.
unless
I've just been traveling with her for like a week and a half. Now I know why she was hitting on me most of the way here. Finally.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
It's nothing
explains
to
so
do with
much
the
more.
fact that you saved my life or anything, you know.
Absolutely.
I
But you
just
know,
think healers are hot.
well,
Come on,
yeah,
guys.
hello. But I'm
Real
saving
men.
myself for that special woman, and of course that would be my deity. So, later, ladies. I've got a date
Of course.
with whatever deity I have yet chosen.
The untouchable cleric is the one who's really, really attractive to Misty.
yeah,
Absolutely. Hey, and I'm descended. I'm from noble descent, so I'm loaded. Just FYI.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that all the way? They're comely, but you can't touch them.
Yep. Story of my life.
So you've already long since forgotten about Rafavar already, alright?
Kind of fickle, but
Poor
know,
Rafavar.
that does kind of
He's got two eyes, one on each.
one
Yep.
on each.
I have 2 eyes.
Oh, that's hilarious. So Misty, it's interesting because I've only been in town for a few days, and we've only been here a few days trying to help where we can. But now that the militia is established, what are your guys' plans? We thought maybe we could tag along for a few weeks, see if there's any help to be done. Maybe a little payback, a little retribution for those people that were so heinously killed. Anything we can do to help. So what's your guys' plans?
We had the pleasure of watching the creature that brought down our allies, broken apart, ripped apart. That was very satisfying. However, as a result of our retreat, one of the cultists did get away. I would be interested to see if we couldn't track them.
One of the cultists. It's not tracking's not my strong suit. How about you, Kensa? You think you could help in tracking cultists?
Humanoids, not my strong point, but a hunt is a hunt.
Oh,
We're fairly certain they traveled northward.
So when are you planning to follow them?
no. What? And
We
Greenhill.
need to-
Greenhill says yes, and what information has been found out about these cultists, if any?
Zelos, you are adept at the finer details of our travels.
Well, we went back to the base camp of the cultists and found nobody above ground but the hunters who were supplying elk meat to the caverns. We basically came to an arrangement with them whereby they would not notice our presence or report it, and we took ourselves to the large cavern at the back of that depression where the base camp was. We went down, and we never made our way all the way to the bottom, but we discovered that there was a chamber below us where Fularn was and her minions were working.
Frularn, are you talking about the Frularn? That is the one with that had the half dragon here that fought your dragonborn friend.
That
The Dragonborn's friend's partner.
that damn queen dragon bitch. I
Tell
care.
us how
Know
you
you her?
mercy heal.
Anyway, we thought that I'm unsure. Had they left the cavern and left a trail?
Yeah, you guys were able to tell that the tracks were going all over the place. Most of them were going north, northeast, northwest, and it's like all of the correspondence you had found points that they were heading to up north to the town of Naratar.
Ah, and all those different tracks and trails were going to meet up there.
I'm going to put the handout back here on here for you.
Thanks,
So you
Dave.
can continue on, though. I'll get the handout for you.
So if all these tracks and trails lead to Naratar, I suspect that we want to get on one of those trails, and we'll follow, and maybe we can. I'd like to know where in Naratar they are, and if we can come across them, perhaps we can proceed again to get information about them and do what we can to stop them.
I wonder who this Resmir is. And why he would allow them to have a sack of stones? Seems a bit odd thing.
Well, you did find out. Do you guys remember who Rezmir was? You guys did find that out. It was probably at least a month ago, but you did find out that Rezmir is the one that's actually leading the entire cult. You know, and then Frularn and Landradrosa were the ones working for Rezmir. That's just to refresh your memories, just a tiny bit.
So I want to know a little bit about this half dragon. What's a half dragon doing over here in Greenest?
Well, Half Dragon was partnered up with this woman Fularn, and we figure that they're both lieutenants of Rezmir at this point.
And Rezmir is who again? Rezmir
is the leader of the dragon cult.
Ah, Rezmir's the leader of the dragon cult. Excellent. That's really all the questions I have for right now.
Are the maps and correspondence we found adequate enough that we can just go north, find Neartar, and be able to look for them there, or do we need to be following a trail?
Well, the trails actually went. You're able to track the trails. The hunter did track the trails up to, around Greenest. But like I said, the correspondence did say that they were heading to Neartar, and I'm gonna put you guys on the map real quick. Oh, where'd my map go? What in the heck? That is, that's not good. No, my map is gone of the Sword Coast. That is not good.
Cataclysmic events occurred.
It is.
I think you drank too much.
Yeah, you know that, well, I will tell you that, Neartar is north of Greenest, past Burdusk. It is on the Tradeway, which the Tradeway is pretty much the main road that runs through the entire Sword Coast. It runs from, basically, the Tradeway starts, all the way up to at Waterdeep, and travels all the way south to southeast. All the way to, basically, it continues to go, into other areas, like it would continue into Omn and the Blando. So the Tradeway is a very long road. It's like the main road, but you know that it is, and I'll have that fixed for you next week. So.
I'd like to remind Misty that we do have business in Greenest before we leave. Before we leave, we want to go to the temple and have the clerics look over the magical scabbard that we have found on our chest.
And remember, you also need to meet in Elturel. You'll need to meet Leosin in Elturel, and that is actually something that the monk would know. You guys were needing to go north to Elturel.
I know you're not saying it, but I keep hearing El Turtle. El Turtle.
El Turtle?
Yeah, that's Spanish for the bird.
El Turtle is Spanish for the turtle. Never mind. Like Chris Farley. The Nino. So yes, you guys needed to meet he needed to meet him in Elturel. So I mean, you're still on pace, and you know, like when the monk had actually come back, you know, which is, you know, Rafavar. He is, you know, he's given you these horses as gifts from Leosin, so you can make the deadline in Elturel. Because before, when you guys had actually inquired about horses, there was really none to be spared in Greenest. So that is why Leosin basically acquired more, and then, you know, gave them to one of his disciples, Rafavar, and, you know, he delivered them to you. So. Yeah, pretty much laughing to death.
Let's drop
Paladin,
by the
too.
temple quickly.
6
We'll
people.
mount and make our way to Elturel.
Oh, sounds like a grand adventure going on. Really wish I could go with you.
Gather your arms and armor and possibles, and we'll meet back at this spot. We'll meet at the Greenest Inn in an hour's time.
Oh, sorry. But I have to stay here with Escapade.
It's okay, laddie. I'll tell your house that you went on a small adventure. I don't think your family would mind. You can go ahead and you can go with the group if they would want you.
Truly.
But that is up to them.
I look
Join us.
I look over at them and says, could you use another hammer and shield?
Of course we can. We would look forward to having your company, and we welcome you.
Then settled. Meet you here in an hour. Or wherever it was.
Meet you here in an hour. Misty and I are going to take the scabbard to the temple, and we're going to do a little shopping to fill up our supplies.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, don't forget that you actually need to see the monk about the horses, because he has yet to show you them.
That's true, but we're expecting the monk to meet us in front of the inn in an hour, and we'll be asking more of him there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and as you guys are starting to leave, the governor does come over to both Zelos and you, Misty, and ask if there was any of the stolen merchandise that was recovered from the town. Granted, yes, I'm sure that we can, you know, give you rewards for all of this that was recovered, but you know, I do wish to let the families know that are missing these mementos and whatnot.
Would it be reasonable to assume that with the group that the hunters, they obviously had a lot of carrying capacity, that we would have brought back some of what we had marked off as stuff that we were going to bring
Sure.
back when they returned?
Absolutely, yeah. I know you guys had found a bunch of stuff anyway, so.
I'm glad that you mentioned it. We actually had some brought back, and I had it set aside. It's actually in my room.
Ah, very good. What did you find? Did you find that flaming two-handed sword called the Holy Avenger? One of the... No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
Just kidding. Did you find the Staff of Magic?
Did you find the awesome thing?
Did you find
Sir, if we found
Tenser's...
the awesome thing.
Yeah. Did you find Tenser's Staff of Magic? Or Mordenkainen's... Or Mordenkainen's Staff of Magic? That would have been nice. Alright, so you guys are able to get the silver statues, the ones that were in the chest. Those were actually part of items that were needing recovered here in Greenest. So you can get 100 gold reward for those 2 statues. The scabbard was never claimed. So you guys still have the scabbard. But if you don't want to give up the statues, you don't have to give up the statues. You can
And
just
so we're
say,
splitting
you know,
all this evenly, right? No, I'm just joking. I'm kidding.
Nice, I like it. That's up to what you and Zelos want to do. I mean, that's totally up
Well,
to you.
you just told us that the statues belonged to Greenest. Is
Yes,
that correct?
during the raid, yes, several there. There's plenty of stolen things. A lot of artwork, statues, whatnot, tricks. Little trinkets and yeah. Remember when you guys saw that hole inside the hatchery? You saw that massive trash pile that you never went into. There was a lot of stuff in there also. But I mean, it was all destroyed and broken and shit. It was but yeah, there's a lot of that stuff that they were looking for, probably trash in there. So, but what you guys did find, there's a list of, you look over the documents of all of the, but what catches your eye, plus what the stuff that you have that's already in your room, the two statues, they're like little, the dragons types of statues. But it's up to you. If you want to give them to him, you can. If you don't, hey, he doesn't know. He's not going to know. So unless you start trying to peddle them here in Greenest.
Misty, I think we give him the statues and
That's up to the party.
be done.
Totally
with
up to the party.
As much as I enjoy trinkets, a pure silver slab of statue is not going to make or break me.
No, and again, plenty of gold to be split for recovering these.
I do like my shinies, though.
Mm-hmm.
Those gold pieces are very shiny.
Ooh. We will return the statues.
Okay,
Very-
you guys can take
very good.
100 gold and split that. Now about this scabbard, this beautiful dragon motifs all up and down the short sword scabbard. It has hooks to hook on a belt. You can put that on a belt. But strangely, this scabbard did not have anywhere to actually, encase the sword. Kind of weird. But you did have a weird sense to this scabbard, Misty. Even though you did roll a 1 on your intelligence check.
Thanks for bringing that up.
No problem. Your Arcana check.
I got the charisma, not the intelligence.
She's got the looks, but she doesn't have the brains.
Oh, so sad.
And old Tiberius, he's got the comeliness.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. So I thought something was off about it.
What's that?
I thought perhaps it was magical still, and thought, we're going to town anyway. Let's take it to the temple and see what they know. See if they know anything about this.
So you head over to the temple. Sure. You meet the crazy priest that remember when you guys were knocking on the door and he